You're still here, human? Leave now, and I'll overlook your mistake. You bastard! What are you planning to do with Sierra? Don't worry. She will live here, with me. She was my master, but now I am hers, and she is my follower. It's thanks to Sierra that you were able to live as long as you have. And I'm grateful for that. Thanks to her, I can enjoy life eternal and taste true pleasure. My back is burning. The cursed blades that were concealed there were responding to my anger, urging me to draw them out. But I can't give in to them. If I draw those swords, I'll lose sight of myself. I'll be blind with murderous rage. What's wrong, human? Aren't you going to come at me? Or are you frozen in fear? It's okay. I don't blame you. A mere human without the protection of a true rune cannot possibly hope to best me. I don't want to admit it, but he's right. I even had trouble with the common undead. What should I do? Check my equipment. I don't have any talismans left. I only have a little bit of gunpowder. 3 darts are loaded in the gauntlet. I also have some wire on my left hand, and daggers concealed in both of my boots. What are you looking at, human? Before I knew what was happening, Rian was next to me. He raised his hand, and a shockwave hit my entire body so hard that I was flung across the room and into a wall. Hooah! My whole body is aching. None of my bones seem to be broken, but how long will that last? I stand up and ready myself. You still wish to go on? I scowl at Rian. He's still holding Sierra in his left arm. Is he trying to say he can beat me one-handed? Human, this has nothing to do with you, does it? I told you I would let you leave. It would be best for you to just walk away. Why oppose me? I want Sierra back. A knight in shining armor. Is that what you want to be? Shut it. She's my important clue. I'll make you give her back. Fine. Give it a try and see what happens. Will you be able to let me fight to my heart's content? Rian's right hand shone with a radiance that distorted the surroundings. The air trembled as I leapt away from the shockwave, creating a gaping hole where I had been standing. Can you dodge the next one as well? Once again, he attacks me with a shockwave. I dodge it by a hair's breadth, thinking to counterattack Rian, but my right shoulder is grazed, and I'm sent flying in the opposite direction. Good. Too close for comfort. What happened to that confidence of yours? Shockwaves struck me, one after another. I avoided taking the blow straight on, but the way things are going, I'll be finished before long. Belatedly, I realize that he now has me cornered. There's nowhere to run. This is the end. You shouldn't use such cheesy one-liners. Even when you say it's the end, it never is. It's true. I raised my left hand above my head and, with a flick of my wrist, shot an anchored wire out of my sleeve to wrap around the railing on the terrace above. Tugging at the wire with all my strength, I used the recoil to pull myself up through the air and onto the terrace. Go Nash. How agile we are. Somehow I'd managed to escape my predicament. I had probably bought myself a little time. Will it be enough to set up more tricks? While I thought about these things, I ran up the stairs that led outside the dome. He's slow. Does he think I escaped? Or did he lose his nerve? Who lost his nerve? Raising my eyes, I found Rian, still holding Sierra in his arms, floating above the dome, bathed in moonlight. The power of magic. You're an interesting fellow for a human. What have you got up your sleeve this time? Well, I haven't figured that out just yet. A magician never reveals his secrets. Gliding smoothly, Rian closed the gap between us. If I get caught by that right hand of his, I'm as good as dead. Good heavens, you're a quick one. Here's the next one. I had hoped to catch him off guard by suddenly firing a dart at him, but he just casually brushed it off. Is that the best you've got? But I, not waiting for him to speak, had run to the opposite side of the dome. This game of tag is over. The life you possess is limited, human. Embrace the little time you have left. Rian swung his right hand down at me, only to suddenly pull it back in midair. The recoil knocked him off balance. What? A strong but thin steel wire, spun using a special harmonia technique, bound Rian's right hand to the top of the dome, preventing it from moving freely. To make this trick work, I had intentionally sacrificed that dart. Twisting my body, I reached out towards Rian's face and ignited the gunpowder. Since his right hand was tied up, he had to loosen his grip on Sierra to try and protect himself. I dashed forward and caught Sierra, but the shock of the explosion blew us back. I'm counting on you. Sierra and I rolled down the dome. Just as we were about to roll off the dome and into the air, I thrust a dagger into the roof with my right hand. My hand shook under the impact, and the combined weight of two people as I struggled to keep my grip on the hilt, praying to the gods it would hold. That was lucky. trying to get a handle on the situation, I check to see how Sierra is doing. Sierra's body is lifeless. Rian must have stolen all of her power. Human, I will not forgive you. I will not forgive you for this. Uh-oh. I managed to shield Sierra from Rian's terrifying attack, but there's no time to escape, and Rian seized me instantly. Human. Squeal, groan, whimper. The more unsightly your cries, the better. Foolish human, did you really think you were a match for a king of darkness? Suffer, suffer, mourn your wretched life. You're the foolish one. I tire of your incessant chatter. I will shut your mouth once and for all. Sierra, oh why? Your arm around me, it was as warm as before. It felt like I was in a familiar dream. So why did you let go? I see. You drank his blood. Because I could never beat you on my own. Gods, spirits of the dead, I beseech you, have mercy on this being and forgive him. Sierra, please, wait. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. The spirit to the place of rebirth. I just wanted to go back. I pray, let this being in under the light to live with you in that forest forever. That's why eternal life. Farewell, Rian. Sierra. Rian, With Rian destroyed, it seemed the undead in the mansion had shared the same fate. As the morning dawned, we left behind the mansion that had finally gotten its serenity back after many years. Sierra, let's go. Alright. Hey, that was different. Hey, I said. You are so obnoxious. Do you not have even one word of kindness for a young woman lost in sentiment? Would it help you if I did? It was foolish of me to expect anything else from you. Ah, hey, why are you mad at me? Wait a minute. Hey! Am I supposed to carry this again? Wait up! And so I wound up carrying both Sierra and her luggage again. Of course. We walked for a full day, and it was nearly dusk before we finally came across an inn on the main road. We stayed the night there. I was exhausted from fighting the night before. Maybe this will go a little bit better. As soon as I got into the room, I collapsed on the bed without even eating dinner. When I woke up, it was the middle of the night. I raised myself up and saw Sierra sitting at the window, dimly lit by a lamp. Are you awake? Yeah. Dinner is over. The landlady was celebrating her complete recovery. It was quite an extravagant affair. I see. That's too bad. Hey, Sierra. The 27 true runes. That power. Is it a burden? It is your job to find out the answer to that question, is it not? Yeah, I guess so. But for me, it's just a job. For you, it's destiny. I am grateful to the moon room. These long years I have lived were not at all filled with pain. Even if you'll always be alone? Yes, time does not pass for me as it does for humans. Hey, Sierra. I'm saying if I've lived long enough as a human, and no longer have any interest in that, I'm fine with walking down the same path as you. I told you before, did I not? You are not my type. But I will still accept those feelings. What? Wait a minute. Hold on. I take it back. I wasn't thinking. I can't move my body. You do not know when to give up. Now I have a valid reason to feed. So stop. You got to do that once as a favor. Not another drop of blood. What? Hey. But, You are actually quite an interesting fellow. You have much to accomplish, do you not? The short time I spent with you was never boring. The next morning, when I woke up, Sierra wasn't in her bed. Her luggage had disappeared. Typical of her not to say goodbye. Well, that's fine with me. At least now I can finally bid farewell to all that luggage. Jeez. The information I got about true runes. Ah! worry, baggage boy. The truth is, aside from the moon rune, I do not know much about true runes. After all, I was in that forest for a long time. Oh, we can save. Wow. Interesting. So that's exciting. Alright. Okay. So it's like over like an hour and a half before we can save for the first time. Alright.